Grayson was born on March 9th. Yesterday was June 9th. Happy 3-month birthday, Bubbas! Hi! I can't believe how fast time is going by, to be honest. He's 3 months old already. I remember thinking about this moment while I was still pregnant with him, and it just felt like it was going to be so far away, and here we are. So it has been a while since I've done an update. My last one was actually when I was 30 weeks pregnant. In case you haven't watched any of my pregnancy updates, I'll give you a little bit of a recap on that. I had a very healthy pregnancy. He was very, very active, kicking all the time. I didn't have bad morning sickness or anything like that. I will actually be making another video on his birth story as well, so keep a lookout for that. But overall, it was a pretty easy birth. I was very, very lucky with it. So let's get into his actual update. Grayson's current weight is 15 pounds, 8 ounces, and his height that I did this morning was 26.1 inches. So he's grown like 6 inches since he's been born. He's gained about 8 pounds, so that's pretty good, especially since we're still exclusively breastfeeding. I have tried giving Grayson formula once. He didn't like it. I tried the formula because Grayson's actually not sleeping very good at night or during the day, unfortunately. So I was hoping that the formula would help him sleep, because I've heard that it does help babies sleep a little bit longer, since it takes them longer for it to digest the breast milk. That wasn't the case for Mr. Grayson. The formula did absolutely nothing. So we gave up on that pretty quickly. Now this is his 3-month update, and he should be the one in the video, but he's just not having it right now, unfortunately. Sorry about that. So Grayson is feeding 2 to 3 hours at a time, including his nighttime feedings, unfortunately. He is actually co-sleeping with me. It's just the two of us in the bed, so it does make his nighttime feedings easier on me and on him. Now my goal is to actually get him out of my bed very soon. He does have a crib set up in my room, but to be honest, I don't think he likes the feel or something of it. Maybe it's just too much space for him, because he refuses to sleep in there. He actually refuses to be in there even just to play or to lay down while I'm getting ready. I do have a playpen for him. It's set up in my mom's room right now, and he sleeps amazing in there. So I'm actually thinking I might just do a little switch and bring the playpen down here, crib up there, and hopefully we'll get him sleeping through the night soon, or at least sleeping on his own. We do have a bedtime routine, which I'm still sticking to despite his sleep aggression phase right now. If it wasn't for my mom, I would probably be going insane right now though. There are some times when he'll wake up in the middle of the night and not want to go back to sleep, and it drives me insane. So I actually end up bringing him upstairs, and my mom kind of takes care of him for a few hours, so then I can at least get 2 to 3 hours of consecutive sleep without having him like rolling around or crying or just cooing or doing whatever he's doing that's keeping me awake and driving mommy crazy. Yeah. Now that he's 3 months old, I'm actually starting to get more of a sense of his personality a little bit, and kind of figuring out some of the activities that he likes to do, and I'm even starting to see some of the skills that he's starting to develop. He is actually starting to get into real toys now though. His #1 favorite actual real toy is this elephant right here. I think his name is Alvin. I'm not 100% sure. He was a gift from Grayson's dad's really good friend, and Grayson absolutely loves it. I would recommend this toy for infants or any other small babies. It's really easy for them to grab onto because it's not like big and bulky like an actual plushy stuffed animal. It's flat, so it's easy for them to hug and easy for them to hold. Plus the head is made out of rubber, so he loves to put it in his mouth. So another toy that's really popular with Grayson is Scout. A lot of you have probably seen Scout as well. He's pretty popular, and he also comes, I'm not sure what, I know there are 2 versions. One is the green one and one is the purple one. I'm not sure what the purple one's name is. Also looks really cute. I'm pretty sure it does the same thing. So he has 3 functions on him. One is the sleep, which plays lullabies.
10 minutes of bedtime music.
It also has like activities for when he's older.
I love you, Grayson.
And it also says his name. You can program your child's name into it, which I think is so cool. And lastly, this is the one that I pretty much only use for Grayson now because he really likes listening to the songs. And
I like
okay, so I think I actually probably like this toy more than Grayson does. You can hook this dog up to your phone, and and then input all of the information that you want. Another toy that he really likes is this one as well. It's an O-ball. It's an elephant because everything Grayson has is elephant themed right now. It is easy for him to hold and grab. It does have like rattle in it and colors. Really cute. Easy for him to hold, and something else he can put in his mouth. So his dislikes, to be honest, I feel like he has more dislikes than he has likes right now. He's just a very picky, sensitive baby. Grayson absolutely hates being in the car. It's actually painful to be in the car with him because he screams so hard. I used to sit in the back seat with him to try to calm him, but honestly, there's nothing I can do that will calm him when we're in the car. We're not in the car very often, and I'm thinking maybe that's why he doesn't like it too much. It's just not something that he's used to. So I'm really hoping that's a phase. Another dislike of Grayson's is a pacifier. It doesn't really upset him when you try offering him one. He just will not take it. He might like suck on it a little bit and keep it like in his mouth, just like the tip of it in his mouth, but he will not commit to fully sucking on that thing. A lot of moms tell me that I'm lucky because it'll make the weaning, well, there won't be a weaning process for his pacifier when he's older, but I have heard that weaning a toddler off of their pacifier can be really, really difficult. So at least I don't have to look forward to that. And lastly, like I mentioned, sleeping. Grayson hates sleeping right now. He's going through such a bad sleep regression. It's driving me crazy. This is gonna blow over soon and I can start getting some decent rest again. Oh man, this is not good. I kind of think that Grayson is starting to teeth. I know it sounds really crazy and kind of redundant because he's only 3 months old and all babies drool, all babies put their hands in their mouths and whatever, but I actually think he might be starting the beginning phases of teething because his hands are constantly in his mouth. But like I mentioned, he won't take a pacifier, barely takes a bottle. He's biting down on his hands and he is drooling so much, like it's like a fountain coming out of his mouth sometimes. I just can't even handle it. He has to start wearing bibs because he drenches his clothes all the time. So I actually put one of his little teething rings into the freezer the other day for a few minutes and I gave it to him and he loved it because he just seemed to really like the coldness on his gums. I have felt his gums and have no idea what I'm looking for, and knowing like when teeth are trying to pop out and push themselves out of children's mouths. He has a doctor's appointment in a month, so we'll see what happens until then. Okay, so some resources that are helping me get through parenthood so far. My absolute favorite, recommend this to everyone that has a child, the Wonder Weeks, which you've probably heard before because it actually comes on an app as well. I don't have the app, which is why I'm not showing you the app, I'm showing you my phone for some reason. I'm old-fashioned and I actually prefer to read. So I bought the book. It was, I believe, $20. The app is like $1.99 or $2.99 or something. This book is actually great because it goes through each of your child's developmental leaps. So far, it's been pretty good at estimating when he's going to be going through his little stormy periods and when he's going to be on his sunnier, happier days. And another book that I recommend is The Science of Parenting. I actually haven't fully started reading this book yet, so I can't really 100% recommend and tell you what you're going to find in there. This actually kind of tells you psychological perspective of the development of your child. Again, there are so many other amazing books and apps and resources that you can use. These are just 2 of my favorites. If you have any that you would actually recommend, please leave a comment down below so I can check those out too. Can you do any amazing tricks? Well, you're clearly talking to the camera with your eyes right now. He coos so much. He loves telling stories. And to go along with all the cooing and talking, he's also smiling all the time. He is kind of trying to roll over a little bit. He absolutely hates his tummy time. He is, on the other hand, trying to sit up by himself. He's like resting, has his back like resting on a chair or the couch or something, and he will like bring himself up. Man, he's gonna have rock hard abs. He's like doing sit-ups all day long, always trying to sit up. And I've actually started putting Grayson in his exerciser as well.
Got into myself. What a wonderful world.
I only put him in it for about like 2 to 5 minutes at a time since he's still so tiny and still needs help with his support. But he loves it. It's great because his feet actually touch the bottom and he kind of just like dances around, plays with his activities. It's a good time. I should probably get going because he's really not having it. Okay. And I don't think I can distract him much anymore. Say bye. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe if you'd like to see more. Hit that like button if you liked it. And we'll see you in our next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.